share a little bit so that we'll be on time. Since it's the last, hello everybody, and I'll share the program. Eva Ariela, now transplanted in a different landscape in the archipelago of Sweden, Stockholm. And usually I live half year in Jerusalem and half year in Sweden, this time a little longer here. And we're going to celebrate completion of 25 events. We did 2 events first time in January 2020 when we wanted to co-create a better future together by doing these meetings. And this one is symbolizing the last one before we're entering a 3rd chapter, which is 2022 and very uncharted territory. And also in 3 days, we're going to have a big aspect between Saturn and Uranus. And that's the 3rd one this year, and 45 degrees angle. And it will create a little bit of last kind of nudges of the changes that have been happening this year. Uranus being the planet for change and revolution and a new paradigm shift. And Saturn is the old ways of how we operate, maybe the patriarchal system and the governmental system. And there's a lot of forces coming forth this year. We have one next year in October 2022. So I think this one on Christmas Day, 24th of December, is going to be sort of a last impact. And then we're waiting 10 more months for that energy to complete itself. So we need to be strong for more changes to come. And we'll do a guided meditation today about how to prepare for the spring blossoms at the darkest day of the year today, 21st. All right, so I'm going to share a little bit about our mission and also some images that we got from our Hawaiian Chinese medicine friend from America. He sent us some prayers. So I'm going to do share screen. So we started the vision 2020 with a focus that we actually each time trying to find a place of random kindness, loving, sharing, helping those in needs, and sending good prayers to everybody. And one of the things that we did emphasize is in order for us to shift our sense of the looming future with economical difficulties and fear-ridden scenarios, this forum is a place for us to take the future in our hands by joining our creative peace gatherings, global meditations, and increasing acts. And we have had wonderful meetings, and we'll just look at some of them that we had that we want to also discuss later in the program after people share our common intention for what we want to build together. So we've had people coming from all over the world trying to make a difference, and the energy that we have held hopefully has had its effect. We started with the prayers and the 4 corners, and in the meditations we keep doing it. Just scrolling through some of the events for us to sort of recapture what we did and giving thanks to all these voices. The focus has been a lot on healing with energy ball meditations with Jeffrey Goldstein, or the 70 nations, and a lot of people from Israel. They're coming in today too, some of them. A lot of music. Amrita singing songs from the voice of Gaia. I'm giving little tastes. We have Kat here also mentioned. Nurit Baruch from San Francisco doing Tibetan bells, poetry events, poetry energy, messages too through words and art. Hannah Lisa from Prague. We've had so many wonderful events with the Yom HaShoah and people from Los Angeles sharing their Holocaust experiences. Ross Drager, teacher from Buffalo, teaching us his method. Been a beautiful event. And we hope to, I'm going to look for the one with the years. I don't find it now so easily, but we'll come back to that later when we discuss the future 2022. So we'll now look at how we can create this evening today. And here we have the words from Ed Kapau from Hawaii. And like the message we want to imbue tonight is to embrace the darkness and not to run away from it, hold it in our hearts and let the blossom come from that. So this prayer is what he sent us. Thank you, darkness. Welcome, light. On this eve, the longest night, sun is waking, night is waning. Praise and thanks as balance makes it circle round once more. This is an image from what is called the halo around the sun. It happens quite a lot in Scandinavia. It can happen in other countries too. It's when the sun rays hits the crystal molecules in the atmosphere and creates a halo around the sun. And that's a beautiful image from the winter solstice northern lights. Here's another prayer. May the longest night and the shortest day bring rest to your mind and soul. I pray, may you find guidance and may you find peace. As the cycle of light will slowly increase, embrace the magic that the darkness bears. Breathe deep into the chill and shift in the air. May you always be blessed with a light from within, and may well-being be yours as the new cycle begins. And when I light the Shabbat candles here, I can see it's just a change of a few minutes each time, each week, from Friday to Friday during the solstices in the summer and in the winter. But during the whole year, it's like 15, 20 minutes between the Shabbats, because I think it's a solar ecliptic format. So the sun is moving in different ways. So now it's very, very slow moving, and we'll start to see more light only a few weeks here. And don't know in Israel so much how it will be. Okay. So what we'll do now is we'll do meditation, then Jonathan will do a song. We're going to come have Yonah Offner sharing his healing work as a yogini, and then we'll have Mar Yitzchak Marmoston, our rabbi of Rav Kuk, and maybe his guest friend from Canada will join with her saxophone. She's in travel mode. She hopes to pop in. And then we'll have our friends from the Galilee. Jonathan will introduce them. And Eli Krasnits from Pardes Chana, and Amrita Magdala from Colombia. Hopefully she also coming in from the jungle. We've had internet issues, so be very patient tonight. It is the darkest day. Okay, so we'll do a little meditation, and then we'll have more time to share and speak where we're from. And if you want to take off any phones that are in the way, that's maybe going to make some sounds or ringing, and make yourself comfortable. It could be like 5-10 minutes meditation. All right. And that's to bring us into this moment. Okay? Are you comfortable? Great. Find a chair that is good for your back or lie down. And center yourself. And I'm going to mute people so that we don't have there we go. Thank you. בשם השם נעשה ונצליח, יש אותה השם כהרף עין. שיפתחו השערים, שיהיה טוב לכל העמים, כל האנשים שאנחנו מכירים. May this be a time for you to heal and bless, and for all your loved ones, our friends and family all over the world, God willing. Let's invite Archangel Michael to our right, Archangel Gabriel to our left, Archangel Uriel in front of us, and Archangel Raphael behind us. Imadama, Mother Earth, to support us underneath, and Shechinatel, the female principle of God above us, creating a golden dome of protection and love around us for healing and nurturing of our beingness. May Hashem bring us health and beauty and knowing where we're going in the future. So let's imagine a light source above our head, our heart, our crown chakra, and like a waterfall of love and light trickling in through the crown chakra. And if it's a connection to your guide or higher self, or to your angels, or to Hashem, if you're believing in your own faith, whatever is your connection to your soul, let that light come through into your heart, your crown chakra. Today I say the heart as the crown, so maybe it is the same. So let's really, really open up ourselves to divine love and light. And I'm just going to ask to be people coming in to unmute. Thank you. And then just opening up our crown chakra into this love and light. Our third eye into our throat chakra, trickling in like a waterfall of delicious liquid love and light, down through our torso, into our hands, down through our stomach, and through our legs, into our feet, down through the layers. Below the building we are, into Mother Earth, just washing away all the day that we had, wash away the last week, the last month, the whole year, just washing away layers of things that are not serving us. Rushing out all that doesn't work for us into Mother Earth, into the core being of her bosom. And her gravitational force is what's cleansing all the things that are not serving us. And I'm just gonna mute here. And then let's open to receive abundance from above, to really clear us in these times. And as all that energy is coming into the core of Mother Earth, cleansing away, she also have a deep love for us and pulling it into her to cleanse us. And so when you feel clear and clean and emptied, let her lava and earth energy come back to your feet through the layers underneath you, the aquafairy layers, and the clay, the magma, and slowly tickle your feet and bring that love and earth motherly warm feeling into your feet, your knees, your thighs, your bottom, torso, your second chakra, your root chakra, second chakra, your torso area, your solar plexus, and put a hand on your heart if you don't mind. Just put a loving hand and just maybe rock a little bit, just because Mother Earth has this lovely, warm, wavy warmth to share. Maybe just feel yourself, maybe a hand on your stomach, and start to breathe in a few depth, 3 deep breaths. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Oh, just let go. And as you're holding your heart chakra, and just feel that place of total emptiness. Now the bulbs and the seeds and the vegetables are in the earth waiting to bloom, to come to fruition. And this is a state of tabula rasa, a state of unknown, a state of really no idea where we're going to bloom into and what. Just lovingly allow for nothingness to be in this place, the darkest day of the year, where things are falling into place, the difficult and then the good into place of, okay, this is what is. This is what is. And resting in this place, accepting what has happened. And just lovingly hold yourself and say thank you to yourself. Thank you, God, for creating me. Thank you for all that I've gone through, that we've gone through, and what we will go through, that we have the strength, we have the ability to go through these times. And then in this garden of nothingness, where we usually plant a lot of things, today we will just be with it, giving thanks, gratitude. Breathe into all the 4 chambers of your heart and know that all that needs to bloom will come forth. And if there's a message to you that is calming and energizing, just listen. Or if there's nothing, that's okay too. And slowly bring the Mother Earth energy up through your throat chakra, into your third eye, into your crown chakra, and imagining this love and light expanding outside your skull, and inside your mind's eye, you can imagine you're in a lake, a clear lake of snow around you, and beautiful white swans, barburim, are only wanting to be at peace with your thoughts, to relax your mind, our incessant mind chattering, to just relax and let it float. And the snowflakes clearing our thoughts. And slowly bring that up to your higher consciousness. And maybe you want to bring up your hands and reach out to throw into the universe any silent wishes for the next year, 2022. And let's remember all the meditations we've done at the four corners in Yerushalayim, all the loving kindness that we want to share has its fruitions. And now we're waiting for the next chapter. Amen. May it be so, and maybe we find new connections, new bridges, brothers and sisters. And as we're healing our hearts together, let's send loving light, even though it's the darkest time, to our loved ones, to our friends. All the Hanukkah candles are burning in our hearts still from last few weeks until Tu B'Shvat and Purim. Just imagine that light all over the world. Ganuz, mitganez, and opening slowly a new chapter for humanity to be a kinder place to live with. Amen. Let's spread this light all around the world to all the wonderful friends and families, all the nations, and the ocean people, and the animal people, and all the faiths, the children, women, men. And slowly come back to yourself. And there is a little muscle in the heart called the Nekuda Balev. And so if we open a little bit our mouth and smile, it actually activates this muscle of love. Just feel that potential joy to come. And even now, of course. L'shem Hashem, L'shem Hashem. Nai, 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 nai. מימיני מיכאל ומשמאלי גבריאל ומלפנינו אוריאל ומלפנינו רפאל ומעלינו שכינתך. I should imagine a golden dome to manifest our prayers and giving thanks to each other and who we are. And I'll bring the sharvit, the magic one, to Jonathan, and then we'll listen to Yonah. I'll introduce him after that. Thank you very much. Blessings and love.
Thank you so much, Eva. Everybody can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, it's amazing. We've been on this journey for 2 years already. We started just before the corona. Little did we know.
Little did we know.
Yes, but it's amazing because it really became. We have a sort of we call it Kol Kore in Israel. It's like calling out, inviting everybody who wants to share content. And next year we had to make it more planned and organized and have 12 meetings with people that will share content regularly, and they can sort of do like a course within the 12 times once we'll organize it so it's kind of an online course that people can take. It's the idea, something like that. We'll discuss and clarify all the details. But, yeah. So there's a thing in the Mayan calendar where the first tone, tone 1, it's like the magnetic tone, and this is where things start. So in a way, this day, because it's the shortest day of the year, the longest night, it's kind of like a beginning of something. It's very like a celestial solar beginning of something. So this song is called One. Here we come to bless the moment, bringing strength with this installment. You come to bless the moment, bringing strength with this installment. Hoyati, hoyata, hoyata, hoyati, hoyati, hoyata. Time forever points ahead, enhancing this our daily bread. Time forever points ahead, enhancing this our daily bread. Hoyati, hoyata, hoyata, hoyati, hoyati, hoyata.
Why don't you come here? Yeah. Here.
Galloping the cartwheel, stowing force for all to heal. Galloping the cartwheel, stowing force for all to heal. Hoyati, hoyata, hoyata, hoyati, hoyati, hoyata. Miracles are now arising. Mind is free and heart is loving. Miracles are now arising. Mind is free and heart is loving. Hoyati, hoyata, hoyata, hoyati, hoyeti, hoyeta.
Beautiful. Yay. Felt very calming. Thank you. Thank you. We'll hear more.
Yes, we need to calm this. It's,
From
I'm really happy to see Norman and Judy joined us today. This is great. Thank you. Lovely to see you guys, and Maria, Amit, and also Avital, Gilbon. Whenever you feel there is time, and she's to be really nice to hear her share also.
Wonderful, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We just have 2 people that are scheduled and they're busy. So after that, Avital, would love to hear you. And thank you so much. All right. So I'm going to introduce, we have now Yonah Offner, who's a yogi Yonah. That's his nickname. And he used to come a lot to the Tulip Center and to the Tulip Love Workshop. So it's really nice to have you back here. Yonah Offner is a creator of the power breathing. I'll send the website in the chat also. And he is actually somebody who had surgery without any anesthesia. So he might share about that today. It's a very powerful, strong person. And then we'll have wonderful Rav Yitzchak Even Shai sharing about that. If somebody could just close the mute. Okay, Yonah, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Shalom, hi everybody.
Shalom.
This is quite an opportunity for me, talking about the power of imagination and bringing light into the darkness. Well, I want to start with thanking Ariela and everyone for listening in and the opportunity to bring light and darkness in this years. You can't have light without the darkness, so we will bless the darkness here to help us anchor what we already know in our positive beliefs. I'm going to be discussing imagination and thinking and how it affects your reality. Also, accessing your imagination and creating a positive reality. The pineal gland will be discussing the pineal gland. So I want to start with everyone just for a moment closing your eyes and taking a few deep breaths. Deep diaphragmatic breaths. Imagination and thinking and how it affects your reality. Imagination is in the realm of infinite possibilities. When exercised with high intention, everything becomes real. Everything that's created starts with a thought. It's a natural gift of power that comes along with childhood. A powerful gift given by the Creator. You just need to use and practice it. You can control the things in your life. Thoughts are things. That you put in your mind. You're totally unaware of them. And that's what we use mostly during the day, the 5% out of the 100%. Well, accessing your imagination, creating a positive reality. Accessing your imagination is always there waiting for you. Every time you close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath, you access your imagination. Done with intention and emotion, and high emotion that creates your reality, yielding positive results. I ask for what I want without demanding it. From there, with the help of God Hashem, you create all your wishes and desires consciously. In the process of changing any contradictory beliefs in the unconscious mind, the 95% that we're totally unaware of, it's the mind that drives you automatically every day, and you are unaware of it. That's why they call it the unconscious mind. It happens automatically based on issues and situations and challenges that you had growing up in your childhood, the formative years. And from here, you can upgrade the thoughts that keep you from reaching your goals and your desires. With focused practicing, it's an art and it takes a lot of practice to develop. Whenever you place your attention or wherever you place your attention, because that's where your energy goes. What you focus on expands. And you will change the old negative programming, upgrading anything that's contradictory to your goals and your desires. And what you wish, the possibilities in your life. By upgrading, you can manifest anything that you want in your life. By upgrading your thoughts, you create chemical changes in the brain. And those chemical changes are the chemical of dopamine, which is your pleasure medication or your pleasure drug. And every time making new connections and reinforcing the new connections that you've made in your belief system. It's always your choice. You can upgrade and choose to recreate your consciousness, past, present, and future. Or you can continue the same behavior that you have and manifest from the unconscious without any awareness. I highly recommend the conscious approach in using the gifts that Hashem has given us from childhood. All we have to do is go back and recreate those gifts. And upgrading and having a fun experience, the positive results, and make it easier to continue the behavior, leading to more successes. It's a form of controlled dreaming. When you control your dreams, your happy dreams, you produce dopamine, more chemicals in the brain for pleasure. Because every time you have something great happen to you, any success, it sends a message to the brain that you've done something great and it's a pleasure. And by having that pleasure, you're able to continue the behavior. And I'm a firm believer in celebrating every win or every success with small, either time, energy, or money given to yourself, and anchor those successes. You can bring you bring consciousness to the unconscious and light to the darkness. And you're tapping in the realm of infinite possibilities and capabilities. As also it's known in science as the quantum field. In quantum mechanics, anything is possible. It's the field of all possibilities. And it's a divine experience connecting with your creator. The pineal gland and how it all works. pineal gland is activated easily by meditation. It's believed to be the seat of the soul. And wherever you place your attention, your energy goes, it increases your energy and goes, when you focus on the third eye, what you focus on expands. And the availability for success has increased every time you focus your energy in one place. It continues to expand and grow. Inside science, the mysterious pineal gland. That just means science doesn't know much about it. And they know very, very little about it, although they have done a tremendous amount of research on it, and they have given us some ideas. This gland, known in science to produce melatonin, the hormone of darkness. Secreting melatonin controls your circadian rhythms and your biological clock, which is this in your sleep. This gland dominates the pituitary gland. And the pituitary gland is known as the master gland. So I ask you, what is really the master gland here? I believe it's your direct connection to the creator, the divine. That's why science calls it the mysterious. A little about what the ancients have known for millenniums, for thousands of years, long before science even discovered that there was a pineal gland. You can make it work for you by reconnecting with your childhood gift that was given to you by the creator. Just be childlike. Reconnect with you, reconnect with how you were as a child using your imagination. You made real pies out of mud. Remember how you rode real ponies out of broomsticks? All happening in the pineal gland. It's all imagination. Like a child's reality, make it fun. You can make your imagination your reality just the way you want it, with infinite possibilities affecting the future, dispelling the darkness, and bringing in the light to the world, creating miracles easily and efficiently. You can control your thinking using the pineal gland just as you did as a child, manifesting all your wishes, your desires, and bringing light into the darkness of the Gregorian calendar. And I send your wishes and desire for your wishes and desires, bringing light into that darkness, the new year.
Amen.
And just as a reminder, this is a practice that goes beyond philosophy. And I will close with a blessing. I give you all a blessing for the past, the present, and the future. They're all happening at the same time. We must make it up. We make it up. That you are successful in your wealth, spiritually and financially, your health, physically, state of high joy vibration. Success in all your endeavors. Shalom. Namaste.
Thank you.
God bless you all. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Yonah. Wonderful. And also the pineal gland is Pneel, which is also Har Moriah. It's Yerushalayim. It's the Kodesh Kodashim. So thank you for talking about that organ. Yeah.
Thank you for that as well.
Yes. Thank you. Now we're going to have a wonderful Jerusalem brother, Rabbi Marmoste and Yitzchak Eben Shais, who's going to talk about his favorite teacher and amazing spiritual leader of Israel, Rav Kuk. And again, thank you, Yonah. And the floor is yours, Yitzhak. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Oh, I just wanted to mention, anyone wants to see the video of my surgery, just go to my website, powerbreathing.com.
Okay, thank you. I put it in the chat, and I'll put now also the website of Rav Marbustein. Okay, thank you, Yitzhak. Okay, let's you need to unmute yourself. Oh, there you go.
I am unmuted. And shalom aleichem to everybody. And I'm sitting in Katamon in Jerusalem, and marking it's the shortest. The longest night, the short. Can you make me co-host so I can share something on the screen?
Yeah, and please bring it back later before you.
Yeah. I'll give it right back to you. I just need it.
Okay.
I mean, if you make me co-host, then you stay.
Yeah,
in
I need to
control,
set
right?
that. I need to set that in my Zoom settings. So Ma, go ahead. There you go.
All right. So first of all, I want to welcome you and thank you for this opportunity to share from the lights of Rav Avram Yitzchak Cohen Cook, Zecher Tzadik Livracha. Born in 1865, came to Israel in 1904, passed away in 1935. And as people are becoming more familiar with his teachings and his writings, and more of his writings are coming out, it's becoming quite clear that this is a very extraordinary presentation of Torah that's on a much more advanced level than anything before. And it's not that he's really integrating all the teachings of the past and bringing them into the present and future from a very, very high consciousness. And there was the main researcher of Kabbalah, Yosef Avivi, wrote a 4-volume series on Rav Kuk that he put out, came out a few years ago, and basically is explaining what Rav Kuk is offering the world is the understanding of the Torah and reality from the perspective of Atzilut. Atzilut being the level to the divine. And so it's really an all-encompassing perspective, and as such, it helps us expand our vision of an understanding of reality. And with your pen, I pair 2 poems that relate to which we needed very much. And this first one is called, hold on, Ner Nishmati, the light of my soul. Ad matai ner nishmati tiyeh mistatra. Till when will the light of my soul be hidden? Hayadata et ga'avati. Do you know my pride? Shehi mitgabra velo al chinam. Do you know my pride when the light of my soul grows and it's not for nothing? Ki eish bekirba dolek ve'ole hamon chamudot le'esof tichsof. Because there is a fire in my soul kindled and light and illuminating, and all the sweetnesses that I can possibly collect, v'kol yekar tevel ke'ayin be'einea, and all the precious things of this world are as nothing to her eyes. Hishata, my soul soars. Merumim me'ufa, to the elevated places is its flight. Kol asher ta'ale ke'efes ta'arich, and wherever it rises, it's like nothing for her, because el al ki el al elyon nesuot einea, because it is to the highest elevated levels that my soul's eyes are turned. Ad matai ner nishmati tiyeh mistatra, till when will the light of my soul be hidden?
Beautiful.
And then he makes a direct call. This is a direct personal prayer. Shuva ruchi, shuva le'uzecha, lama yu hashamayim shomemim be'einecha, vehem mekor ha'oz v'ha'chaim, v'chaim hem notnim lechol asher ba'aretz. Return, my spirit, return to your full strength. Why should the skies be desolate in your eyes when they're the source of power and life, and they give life to all on earth? Bechol et asher yisacha libcha, alot el al heve ke'ari gibor, veda ki koach v'chaim lecha yarad. Whenever your heart raises you, ascend to the heights, be like a heroic lion, and know that strength and life have come down for you. Alot el al, heve ke'ari gibor, al tira memehumat gev midildul basar v'tashut chomer. Don't be afraid of the upheaval of the body from sagging flesh and weakness of matter. The light of your soul will give you courage, and the light of your life will be very strong. Heyeh chazak ruchi v'amitz me'od, uf shchakim ufa b'ra'ayonecha, hista'er lamerchavim limkor hapliot. Be strong, my spirit, and very brave. Fly the heights, soar in your thoughts, storm the wide places all the way to the source of wonders. Hitromem el al veheyes sagiv, besegev ta'ale birnana titromem. Rise high, become exalted, rise mightily, rise with a joyful song. Al tifchad ki uscha oz netzach, chaim gma she'af orim lirvaya. Don't be afraid, because your strength is an eternal power. Drink in, inhale light to overflowing. To have no fear and recognize that our strength is an eternal power. Let us drink in life and let us inhale light to overflowing. Al tifchad, ki uscha oz netzach, chaim gma, she'af orim lirvaya.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Oh.
Thank you so much for this opportunity to share. And we study Rav Kuk every day at 7 p.m. Jerusalem time. You're always welcome to join us Sunday to Thursday. Take very good care.
Can I mention something, Rabbi Yitzchak?
Sure.
Maybe you know the source of this line. I love it. It's on Kiddush of Shabbat before you do the second meal. And the line says like this, because you were talking about the ner, the candle above, or the source of our soul. So the line goes like this. I'm sorry, it's going to be in Hebrew. Chai Adonai Baruch Tzuri, Adonai Titalal Nafshi, Ki Adonai Yair Neri, Behelo Nero Alai Roshi. Do you know where that comes from, that line? It is so beautiful.
Ask your telephone. I'm sure your telephone knows. But I don't know directly.
All right, I'll check it. But it's very much reminding me of your poem. Thank you.
Good, thank you.
May we?
Now I'm trying to figure out how to make sure to give you back.
Yes, so let's put it to Tulip Love Lunch.
I'm trying to figure out how
I'm the
to.
host under my Tulip Love Lunch window. Go to the menu there. Make me a host. Do you see?
Make you the host. So let me just see something here.
And then we're going to continue. So
I'm trying to figure out how to make you the host. That's all. That's why.
you press on my menu on the Tulip Love, the three dots.
Participants, I see. All right.
And then
Tulip Love Lounge is now the host.
Thank you. Great. God bless you. Keep doing the Rav Kuk, and we'll see you in Jerusalem, if not before.
במהרה בימינו, שכוח גדול.
יישר כוח, תודה רבה על הדבר תורה.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Okay. All right. So, Jonathan, you wanted Avital to share while we're waiting for your friends in Galilee. If you want to share, do a song before that, or after, let us know.
It'd be good if I do a short song, and then Vital, if you're ready after the song. Not sure what you want to do, but Vital is very wonderful. So it's called Transference of Consciousness. Earth to plant that grows, expansion ever flows, knowledge simply glows, majestic wind it blows. Earth knowledge simply glows, majestic wind it blows, transparency clear. all conscious being through here. The notes played on our pier. All the information creating a mutation of choice, manifestation, the spiralating transformation, the spiralating transformation.
Thank you.
Barak, thank you. So,
כאן, אז לא כל כך ידעתי מה ה-nature של מה שקורה כאן, אז אני לא ממש...
Can you speak in English? Because
Yeah, I can speak in English, yeah. So, I didn't know exactly what you're doing. I just know that you're meeting every month or every... so I don't know if it's fitting, but I can do other one or two things. I can drum a bit with my drum, just for the night. Or I can read some poem, but they are in Hebrew. So I understand not everyone understand Hebrew. Yeah?
To me, it's
Okay.
fine if you translate it later, if you can.
Sorry?
You want to sing
I hear
us?
the drums.
את רוצה לשיר בעברית זה בסדר, רק פשוט תתרגמי להם אחרי זה שידעו על מה שרת.
Okay, so I think I'll start with the drum because it's a universal and
Winter solstice.
whatever will...
Yay, we need a drum for today. Thank you.
Okay. So that's what came out.
Yeah. Oh.
read a song my father wrote. היודעים מה בשמיים אינם מספרים. הם רק חולמים את המראות ושומעים את הדברים במרתפים העמוקים שנושאים עמם. וכאשר יוצאים בין הבריות, אין מבחינים בהם. רק העברים מבקשים מהם להעבירם את הרחוב, והחרשים מתאווים לראות מפיהם מה השעה המדויקת. ולעומתם הילדים אינם מבקשים מהם ואינם שואלים דבר, כי אם מביטים בהם ואחריהם, וחולמים את המראות, ושומעים את הדברים, וכל ימיהם הבאים זוכרים פלא שלעולם אינם מספרים, ותמיד רוצים לספר. I read this because the things that Yonah Offner remind me, somehow made it connected, and I'll try to translate it, not really in a poetic way, but just those who know what is in the sky doesn't tell. They only dream what they see and hear the things in the deep cellars that they are carrying with them, within them. And when they are going when they are going with people, no one really noticed them. Only the blind ask them to pass the street, and the deaf wish to see from the mouse what is the exact hour. And in contrast, the children doesn't ask from them anything, and doesn't really ask in another way. In Hebrew, it's a bit difficult for me to translate. The children only look at them and after them, and dream the sing, and hear the things, and all the rest of the days they're remembering a miracle that never they tell and always wanted to tell.
Oh, man.
Next time I will be more prepared.
Mhm.
It was just spontaneous.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Avital. Thanks for the drumming and the poetry. It's beautiful to set the tone.
Thank you.
Hashem. Okay, so I have a presentation also to share, a little art in the darkness, and then anybody else wants to share, like Chaim Cohen. We will also start talking about the change of the format a little bit for 2022. And after that, anybody else who want to bring any music or words of wisdom, very welcome. And Jonathan has probably more music. Jakob can come in at the time, maybe later, and Amrita might come in too, because she has problems with the internet in Colombia. So we'll see. Maybe also Monique Nordine will come in with the saxophone. So meanwhile, I'm going to give a little PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to share screen just a minute. I'm going to have to put this in. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Just 1 minute. Keynote presentations. So here we go. It's I felt like it would be nice. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes? Can you hear me? Okay, great. I wanted to share.
I can hear you fine.
Okay, I wanted to share some images that are projected into the dark void, because it's the last darkest day of the year. So here, this is called The Couple in the Moon, and it's a romantic scene between two young people who found love and they're floating in the sky into the unknown together.
Eva, can you rotate it?
This is how it is. Why should it be rotated? This is the creation. You think it should be a different angle? Yeah.
It was my initial feeling that it should be that this is the bottom, and like where the feet are, but
Oh, you
no.
mean it should be going with the feet at the bottom down here? That they're
Yeah.
going upwards? Aha.
Yeah, that was the feeling I got. It doesn't mean
Oh,
that it has to be
interesting.
like
Both
that.
of
It's
you
just
have that. Okay.
it's
I'll
not.
look
It's
at
nice to
that.
have it like that too.
That's interesting. So they're going upwards. Okay, I'll look at that because I can't shift it in the presentation. That's interesting. I like that. Okay. All right. Here's another couple connected in the heart. And it's called Amor del Mar. I was in South America when I did that piece in Costa Rica. Here is a tulip grail, heart consciousness inside the flower blossom. And they actually come in different colors. And this I put to the black background. Here is also sort of an angelic male youth who's holding his heart close to himself. Also, on the darkest days, some people might have difficult feelings. So this is sort of a discombobulated sense of feeling that we might have from these times, not easy times we live in. So where are we going and what is our future? That kind of expression. This is a mixed media piece. This guy also is wondering, I like to do these faces that are a little bit expressive. Trying to figure also out life. This woman has had a little bit of a hard day. So I'm looking at more of these pieces that are more melancholic on this day.
It looks like a cat.
A cat? Okay. All right. Here's also a pondering face. It's the Swedish winter blues. No, actually I said autumn blues, autumn blues. And this guy's had too much social media and too much impact. He's going crazy in this modern world. Our minds are getting bigger, our bodies are getting smaller because we sit near the computers. So I'm trying to depict kind of the human mind these days. And then the last one is a little more hopeful, of bringing back the flower power energy. And like Pele, your son, Jonathan, we need joyous children in the future. And so here he is bringing us a tulip for greeting us into a beautiful spring. So that was a little presentation.
That's great.
Yes, thank you for being there.
Aren't you talented?
What? Huh?
Aren't you
I
talented?
am. Thank you. Yeah, I love doing it with a lot of styles.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, thank
A
you.
bit quick.
What?
It was a bit quick.
You want to, next time I'll do it longer. Just know we have more people coming
Or
in.
maybe go through it again so we can have another
Want to
look.
look again? Okay. Let's see. How do I share it again? Share. Okay, let's start this one. But I need to rotate and see how it goes next time. Don't think I can do it here. No. That was by 1992. This was done 3 years ago. I like a lot of this kind of uniting people with the sacred circle or eggs, like a unity. Here is the tulip plant, which is in original, it's another color. And there are a lot of blossoms, and here's the tulip with the heart consciousness, because the tulip is also shaped like a heart. And from that heart comes smaller hearts rippling up. Here is the man with a big heart. He's kind of bowing to people. He's lowering his head and he's holding his own heart. So he's kind of with his own love for himself, but he's also bowing to existence. And you can see here is like a tulip, 3 petals and the blades, the leaves. Here, again, we have the discombobulated questioning of life. I think this is mixed media charcoal and color pencils. This guy feels like a scientist and he still hasn't figured out the mystery of the universe. Here's a melancholic little girl. You thought it was a cat. It's a girl. Here's the autumn blues. And the enlarged the enlarged mind, and the smaller bodies that we're getting by sitting so much. But
There's a little heart on his cheek and also kind of coming out of his ear, or it's his ear, I'm not sure.
Here, right. Right.
And also on his cheek.
Oh yeah, there.
There's a little heart there too, yeah.
Yeah, they come up a lot.
It's reminds me of depictions of aliens, like there's always a very skinny body and a big head.
You're right.
But this is even more skinny on the bottom part of the face.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but very beautiful picture, very beautiful painting.
Thank you. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. And then the final little hope. I love to do innocent, whimsical stuff. I have a lot of that too. So I have the melancholic, and then the discombobulated, and the flowers, and the whimsical. I'll share more next time. Thank you for this. And I hope to do a video with music next time also. Wow, great, wonderful. So thank you. All right, so maybe some music and hello, Karen. Nice to hear from you. See you from Spain, and Laura from Paris. Jonathan from Yerushalayim, and Oria from Yerushalayim. Ize yofi. Yonah is with us. Yeah, shalom, shalom. And Hadar, shalom. Chaim Cohen.
Danny, I haven't heard from her in a long time. It's surprising.
Yofi. Great. So we can open it up now to more sharings. Anybody wants to bring some words for winter solstice or anything? Welcome.
Maybe Oya or Kat want to share a song or something.
Laura.
I have a song, but I didn't write it.
Kat, oh, our singer. You have a song for us? She's our blues singer.
I did prepare a song, yeah. I
Oh,
thought
oh,
really hard about your theme, because I always look at your theme before I decide what I'm going to sing.
yeah.
And yeah, so the song I chose is about letting it all come up and then letting it go, basically. It's just the theme of endings and new beginnings, but not by just but actually by allowing
Beautiful.
and honoring wherever you are at without stopping it and not wanting it to be there.
Mm. Beautiful.
Just allow it does. All by itself, baby, without you doing nothing. Do you want me to play a song?
Please do.
Or later? I don't mind. Okay. So it's not my song, as I said, but it's for you.
Great. It's perfect.
Singing it for you guys.
Thank you. But you created it, right?
Can you hear me? Can you hear?
Perfect.
Everybody's frozen.
Yeah, we
Is
can
that
hear
okay?
you.
Yay! Thank you. So the chords aren't exciting, but sleep, a song from the darkest hour, secrets I can't keep inside of the day. I swing from high to deep, extremes of sweet and sour. I hope that God exists. I hope, I pray. Drawn by the undertow, my life is out of control. I believe this wave will bear my weight, so let it flow. Oh, sit down, oh, sit down, oh, sit down, sit down next to me. Sit down, 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 down in sympathy. Now I'm relieved to hear that you've been to some far off places. It's hard to carry on when you feel all alone. The wisdom that I see has been found in the strangest places. Feels a lot like love that I feel for you. Now I've swung back down again. It's worse than it was before. If I hadn't seen such riches, I could live with being poor. Oh, sit down, oh, sit down, oh, sit down, sit down next to me. Sit down, 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 down in sympathy. Down. Those who feel a breath of sadness, sit down next to me. Those who find they're touched by madness, sit down next to me. Those who find themselves ridiculous, sit down next to me. In love and fear and hate and tears, in love and fear and hate and tears, in love and fear and hate and tears, in love and fear and hate. Oh, sit down, oh, sit down, oh, sit down next to me. Sit down, 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 down in sympathy. Oh, sit down, oh, sit down, oh, sit down next to me. Sit down, 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 down in sympathy. Down. There you go.
Whee! Woohoo!
Hey, thank you so much, Kat.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Kat. You're gonna have to do a song album soon.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Thank you. If you have another song,
Bravo.
bravo. Jonathan, you want to do a song and then we'll talk about 2022. Also, Rachel Brill was going to come in with harp. I don't see her. So we have more time for your music or anybody else.
Okay, so I like to sing for something in Yoruba. It's a language from Africa, and sang it in one of the meetings here, just to remind us that it's not set in stone that Earth belongs to the mother and the sky belongs to the father or something. This culture, in the Yoruba culture, they actually say Babalu Aye is the father Earth, and Oshala is the mother sky. So this is a song for Babalu Aye, for the father Earth. On Ife, Babalu Aye, Funmi Lele, Egbogi, Funmi Lele, Egbogi, Bawo ni Mosele de Adu. Mole fihan elemi kalo. On ife on ife Funilele Engobi Funilele Engobi Olewa Orisha Olewa Awaota Olewa Esega Olewa, awa umilunga, Montife, Babaluaye, Montife, Babaluaye, Umilele, Bogi, Umilele. Okay, so I will try to translate this song. Thank you very much. Babaluaye. I love you, Babaluaye. I love you, Father Earth.
Thank you.
Mi lelei egbugi. Give me this herbal healing. Bawonim sele de adugbu. Yi ei eini. How can I get to the one? Mole fihan tell me kalo. Yi ei eini. I can show you. Come with me to the one. Wolewa orisha. It means enter us, spirit, but in this case there is a spirit for everything. This is the spirit for the Father Earth, so it's like asking for the spirit to enter us well. Enter us, and now we are very happy.
Nice.
But it's a strong prayer to connect to another aspect of the earth. Yeah. So did anyone else want to share? Maybe Oria wants to share. Or Adar, I didn't hear you. See. Oria?
כן, שלום לכולם.
Hello.
איזה ערב מקסים.
Just remember reading the chat.
It's such a beautiful evening, such a beautiful sharing. It's magical. And I didn't think of sharing anything, but just before I came on, I kind of improvised a little, and as I was recording it was I think Rabbi Yitzchak was, you can hear him in the background. So if you like, I can play you this little progression, little melody. I don't know how to call it. Would you like that?
Sure.
I don't know, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
I hope my connection holds on. So.
Beautiful. Thank you, Raya. Beautiful. Calm, peace.
I have a little, I received a little thing. Thank you for listening for my first ever composition.
Oh, yeah? Wow.
My first composition.
Wow. Amazing.
There was a lovely message I got today. I'd like to share with you. I just want to find it. It's a short thing. Just a second. Maybe you'd like to continue. I will find it and
we'll
share
continue.
with you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you. So we'll come back to you. And maybe now is the time to talk about 2022. We're going to have a meeting with my Peace Foundation folks and board of directors, and that we have our annual meeting in January 2022. And I'm wondering if we would bring the co-vision of meetings through the foundation, which is actually already doing a lot of the co-vision work, which is providing some prices for poetry entries and also some music and art the last few years. It's been in function for around 45 years. And my mother used to run it and had a lot of entries in poetry for peace all over the world. And the foundation is in the honor of my sister. And since my mother passed away, I've had to hold the torch, and I've been running the events, but I'm not a poet as much as she was. So we've added art and music to these events. We have done a few with the co-vision. We did a few in the Greek community center in Yerushalayim, like 2 of them. That was really beautiful. And so I'm thinking to suggest to add it into that framework. So we will host it through them. We'll still do the Zoom meetings with people. So we wanted to let you know, and we'll maybe have more of presentation and then sharing and create a format that's a little more structured so people can know when to come in, or when is more something that's didactic, if it's poetry more or healing. However, each event will have to have 1 or 2 poems to be, working with the mission statements of the Peace Foundation. So that's the changes, and we'll still have music and art. And we will know after this meeting if we can do this combination, hopefully. Also, Jonathan has been wanting to have certain group of people do some healing seminars as well. So we're in this discussion of how 2022 will pan out. And also, we're waiting for the world to show where it needs to go. What are the needs So we have a certain format that we wrote down. I can share that here in the share screen. And also, I'm going to share the, let me take away my art. I'm going to also share the focuses of the subject. So we usually have something similar, but we might introduce a quick sharing of people in the beginning so that we get a connection. However, it depends on how much we have presenters or how many are part of the Zoom. And then we'll have the meditation, could be personal or global. We'll have a part of presentation and then opening circle for free for all. And then at the end, schmooze and art. Now, poetry might be part of it each meeting, so that will let you know. Another thing I would like to do also is to bring artists. Here we have had already Hannah Lisa from Prague sharing her vision of Yerushalayim with Chayutman's, Yitzhak Chayutman's beautiful work, bless his soul, who passed away last year. We have Rachel Sanchez, Jerusalem Biennale artist. I have me, and you remember me, Eva Ariela. We have an artist, Bindi, Maui, Abby. They're all wanting to join next year too. And we have a contest of poetry lined up for Holocaust survivors and second generation. So if you know anybody, it's very important we get hold of them, because we don't have many more opportunities to hear their stories through poetry. It can be also through a stanza or a little story. If they have something that they wrote before. So that is very much important goal. Okay, I'm going to unmute then. And so we've had also poetry by Yvette Nachmias in the past, Shayna and Joanna Francis in Florida, Judita and Klil. So Miriam Alvet El, she does kind of singing poetry. So we've been doing it as well. We'll just now maybe put it into a little more structured format. So that was my sharing. And Jonathan, you want to, just 1 minute. I had one more thing, just a minute. One more thing I wanted to show here is these are the years that we've been doing it. Just get a grip, get a feeling for the time. We've done 10 events in 2020 on the 20th. 12 events here in 2020. We've done now the last one, the 12 for 2021. And 2022 is coming up. And on January 22 to 22, come back and join us, and we shall see how that will pan out. Okay. So Jonathan, you want to continue your thoughts?
Yeah, sure. I have. You're talking a lot about poetry, and I thought about reading this poem to you guys in the beginning, but I think I'll do it now, and then I'll see where it takes me with explaining my vision. You know.
Okay.
I feel like it's. You were talking about abundance and magnetizing abundance and having abundance flowing and all this. And this poem is called Focusing Abundance for the Work. In life, in might, in still of night, heaven can create a fright when ready not to face the light. To thee I pray, I say, in thee I set my ship at bay. To hold the key which is so dear, to unfold consciousness and face my fear. Whilst evolution always here, enlightenment is on my pier. Peaceful, tranquil, end of rest, empowered north, east, south and west. Free the drum within my chest, guides me to the thing that's best. Fluent, zealous, spiraling, fractal glitter, focusing. Shift a bless, to which I bow. The gift of seeing it unfold. The law of one creates the how. The wise and many have foretold, exists in all, and here to heal. Aho. Amen.
Beautiful. When did you write that?
2013, 14, something like that.
I didn't know you had that. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
So how's that connecting now to your vision of 2022?
Like I said in the beginning, that we want to have some people that want to take part and sort of like create a course where they present something for 20 minutes or so each time, along 12 meetings. And then there's that gets created, and it also gets created from the moment, but also with a kind of a program that's pre-planned and you can always fall back on. And yeah, and anyone that wants to, feels the calling to do something like this is great. One of my my urges more than anything is to put energy towards positive transformation in the ecological situation in the world. And I've just seen a documentary that was narrated mostly by David Attenborough, and I forget the name. It's Johan something from. He's from Sweden. The scientist, and he's been researching. And basically, the conclusion that he got to is that all the climate changes, everything that's going on with the planet, all the everything that's going on with the planet. There's no doubt anymore. There's not anything that's a natural process of the planet at all. There's been, I think they call it the Helician period in the last 10,000 years. We've had a very stable kind of climate, and that hasn't happened in Earth's history according to what they can measure anyway. And now that we're seeing a shift for the worse. Let's put it this way, and it's all because of our gas emissions are polluting the oceans. There's all kinds of things. There's only one thing that we actually managed to reverse, which is the hole in the ozone layer. In the 1980s, there was a big scare that everybody's going to burn because the ozone layer is gonna. Steps were taken, and now it's okay. It went back to safe parameters, which is kind of puts it in perspective for us that we can do this. It's very possible. We just have to believe it and to start sharing the information with as many people as possible. And I think that if we can put that as an intention for this year. The next is something that's ongoing for us also. Everybody can put their own oomph into it. It's okay, you know. Everybody's bringing their beauty, their specialty, and yeah, it's this is pretty much what I.
Beautiful. Your wife Esther also is very active in the eco village. And
Can say everything about this.
Oh.
Oh yes, Estelle is she's a miracle worker. I can tell you also there's a very beautiful, maybe some of you don't know about it, but there's a beautiful food saving program that's going on now in Jerusalem. And my partner Estelle, she was part of formulating it for Jerusalem. And now what's going on is that there's a food produce distribution market in close to the entrance of Jerusalem, and from there all the produce, all the fruits and vegetables get distributed to the whole city. So they throw a team of about 10 to 15 people, most of them volunteers, that go there for three times a week. They just go between all the stores and they collect from everything that can be salvaged, and they sift through it, and then they create crates with stuff. And this gets picked up by people from different parts, different neighborhoods, and also in the East Jerusalem, in the Arab neighborhoods. And it just gets handed out to just anyone that wants it, and also to people that are registered as in need. So it's very very beautiful project, and it's also very ecological. And we should try to be mindful as much as we can on how much we waste. And yeah, this is great. And also we have a very beautiful community garden. That has a really nice place for we do concerts, we do all kinds of events for everybody. And I think maybe next year we'll, at least some of the time when it's not too cold, maybe in the spring and later, we can even do this, take the computer over there and like show you guys what's going on there a little bit. That would be really nice.
That'd be amazing. Yeah, we can do that. Good idea. Thank you, Jonathan. Great job. Baruch Hashem. Okay, so any other sharings? And coming to completion soon. Any more songs or ideas for 2022? I was speaking in the beginning about the astrological impact that might happen. I can share it again for the new ones, or if anybody wants to talk about that. And any other suggestions, we're welcoming.
You know, it's the longest day of the year in the Southern Hemisphere. So if you had someone from like Australia or South Africa or South America, this would be the longest day for them. Maybe find somewhere.
That's true. That's true. Well, Amrita was going to come in. I think she didn't get in because of the internet. But Colombia is not the southern. That's still the northern, right?
And I think it's around the equator, more or less.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's also
that would have been good.
different, yeah.
Isn't it incredible that one thing and the opposite exist at the same time simultaneously. And for us, this is a reality like
Right.
so clear,
Wow. Yeah.
but it's totally completely opposite and they coexist at the same time. This is such a metaphor.
Yeah, you're right.
Incredible, incredible.
Yeah,
Really.
it's been something like
Thanks, Jonathan. You always bring a radical perspective.
it's not so radical. It's just
No, I mean it's not radical, but it's like, hey, look at it as if you're standing on your head.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's good to stand on the head. Even Ben Gurion
course.
used to stand on
Of
his head once a day, every day, right?
Nachon, nachon.
Yes. Yes.
Meanwhile, can you hear me?
And
Okay, so I just got a message. Can you hear me?
so I spent. You can do that. You can just. Yeah. Eva.
Sorry, there's a delay here in the woods of Sweden. So I was maybe intersecting you. I just got a message from Amrita. I was getting a message from Amrita in the jungle that they've had so much rain that she can't come in. She would have loved to come. So in January 22, she'll be back. So we're going to have to rely on Kat and Jonathan to provide the music. Karen from Spain, so nice to see you. How are you? Do you want to share anything? Are you
Oh, it's lovely to be here. Thank you so much again. It's
nice.
wonderful to share with each one of you and amazing gifts.
How are you doing? How
Beautiful.
Thank you. How is life in southern Spain, or more, I should say, western coast? Southwest, yes.
Yeah. Is it west coast? We're in the south, most
Yes,
southern point of Maine. We're in with the most southern point of mainland Spain and mainland Europe, just opposite Tangiers, Morocco, as you know.
Wasn't Gibraltar further down?
Right?
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we're in the Straits of Gibraltar. We're on the Atlantic side, an hour and a quarter drive from Gibraltar, between Tarifa and Cadiz, Cape Trafalgar, where there was the Battle of Trafalgar and Los Caños de Meca.
Oh, wow. So you're going to the sea anymore? Is it too cold? What's the climate like?
I spent 6.5 weeks in seeing my dad for over 2 years. So I've just come back about 12 days ago, something like that. And I've just recovered from COVID. And little by little. So I haven't, I went to the beach the other day for a siesta. That was nice. Yeah. But I will be going, although it looks like we're going to have rain the next few days, but it's wonderful to be back home. Very nice, yeah.
And the weather is not too cold when it rains.
And you're in Sweden at the moment.
It's -8 only, not too bad. But
we can get cold weather, but I mean, it's
not
like in Sweden. We don't get cold like where you are.
I took a walk when it's like -4, 5. When you take a walk,
and
I'm sorry, I have overlapped.
When you take a walk?
When you take a walk, when it's more than 4 or 5 minus, you can't go more than like 20 minutes. You start to really feel it in your whole body and your bones. It's really hard. But if you're a Swedish, regular, then it's a piece of cake for them.
That's fine. Yeah. Unless you're like doing the Iceman thing, Wim Hof, going into cold baths and swimming in ice cold water, and
yeah, they do
and
that.
doing the breathing and all that.
And the sound.
That's meant to be warm the whole system up. So.
But you're gonna have a sauna near it.
Leave you. Thank you so much. Oh,
yeah,
that would be amazing. Yeah,
and it's good.
A sauna in a Swedish lake.
Yeah. But it's good for this blood circulation to have the change. There's a delay with Bluetooth. I apologize. It's hard to hear. Intersecting. So once you continue talking, and somebody's playing music here in the background. Is that Raya? You playing a song?
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. I wish you,
Karen. God bless. So good to see you.
Good night. Laila Tov.
Laila
Good night.
God natt, så gott. Ja, bra. Hej. Good, feel happy.
Thank you so much. Jättebra.
Ja, kul.
Tack så mycket.
Hej då.
Hej då. Laila Tov.
Laila Tov. Bye.
Can I share something?
Sure, Kat, we're waiting for you.
It's really an answer to Jonathan, something about, not in answer to, but Jonathan, with your concern about the planet. Yeah? Are you there?
Yeah.
You're frozen. You're frozen. How can I put this from my heart? It seems to me that whatever's going on the planet, and for whatever reason it's going on, if we want to change anything about anything, we have to change ourselves. Not just how we eat and what we do and what rubbish we put out. If each of us changes into the love that we are, none of this would be happening. So for it not to happen anymore, the planet is going to heal, of course, but it's not enough for us to change our habits and our patterns and how we eat and what we eat, because I personally don't believe that has anything to do much with anything other than consciousness and awareness. But everything is love. Everything is love. Everything on this planet is love. Everything we are is love. There is no good or bad, right or wrong, up and down. But to the love that they are, because in that state, none of this is going to happen. None of this can happen. All the things we perceive as damaging, harming, bad, wrong, all those judgments we make, we couldn't be doing that if we were reconnected to our higher selves. It just wouldn't be happening. So it's all very well and good, blooming David Attenborough, who pisses me off actually, because he creates absolute fear in the young people in the world. Absolute fucking fear. Oh my God, the planet's dying. We shouldn't be here anymore. I've heard it. I've heard the young people being all, So he's not actually doing a favor by talking like that. I don't think so.
But it's really about what we can do to prevent
It. We have to change ourselves. Do you not see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have to change ourselves. Then we wouldn't do that stuff and we would be in harmony. We would be in harmony with the planet, with the animals we once were, you know. So, I mean, we are changing a certain amount, but without the attitude to go with it, without the genuine care and love, so what? Yeah, it's happening. I have no doubt about it. Absolutely. We don't need David Attenborough to scare the shit out of everybody.
Oh, it's not about scaring. I don't think
No,
it's
but
about
that's what he
scaring.
does. That's what
But
he
you
does.
know
He's
what?
doom and gloom.
He has a flair for the dramatic in the way that he presents everything. That's for sure. But that's just his thing, you know. He was talking about
He'll die soon.
capacity of his
Yeah, well,
new,
he's
you know.
biased. He sees everything from that perspective, doesn't he? He sees the world of nature all tooth and claw. But you know, that's not my point. I mean, he's a blessed soul, and yeah, good for him, and it's great that he's there. But to me, we start with ourselves. We start with humanity, and the rest will follow.
You know what? They made this this list of the most important things we need to start putting energy into, and number 4 and 5 had to do with educating women.
Educating women.
Interesting. Yeah. Now it
Why?
sounds like, oh, what does
Why?
that mean? Yeah. Look, there are women that have no idea about this ecological catastrophe. That
Okay, that way. Yeah.
you know,
What
they just have maternal instinct to want to preserve
Really?
life. You know. It's a very
That's a
common thing. It's very
prejudice.
strong, and it's much stronger than. So once you educate enough women about ecology, then they start working towards making a shift in this department, which is very good and very important because it's essential.
Why not just wake them up to being the love that they are, and then they're going to love everything anyway. I don't see why you should just not start at the basics, like I say. You can educate people, but if their heart's not in
wake
it,
someone's love, you know, how do you do it? Isn't it a little
it's
different for
happening.
everybody?
It's happening now. That's why we've got all this amazing stuff going on. It's to wake people up. They're all wake-up calls, as far as I can tell. They're to stop people in their tracks, to get them to refocus their attention on what is really relevant to being on the planet right now, with us becoming the love that we are. That's happening. It's happening slowly, perhaps, but actually it's happening more quickly than it's ever happened in, as far as I know, the evolution of the planet. But yeah, I've had my say. Thank you.
Yes, we heard you loud and proud. And I think in an utopian world, when we come to that basic understanding of human heart and taking care and this kind of holistic, beautiful things with everything's falling into place with the truth, that is where we want to come back to. And maybe it will take some time, and education and in the meanwhile can not hurt. But
it's happening already, Eva. It is happening.
we're waking up, yeah.
It's not utopian. It's our natural state.
I know, but it will take time. That's what I'm saying. It will take time. We're getting there. Thank you so much.
You'd be surprised. Oh yeah.
Will be faster, you think? I couldn't hear what you said. They will take.
We say "Bimhera b'yameinu."
Yeshuat Hashem purifying. Yeah.
Salvation may it come quickly in our time, in our days.
Yes. Amen.
It's already happening. Just look around you. Yeah, it's
Amen.
wonderful.
There is a saying that you say in Hebrew, Yeshuat Hashem Keheref Ein, that the salvation will come in the blink of an eye, God willing. Okay, thank you. Anything else? And any Oria you wanted to share one more song, or Kat or Jonathan before we close? Jonathan, your picture's frozen and you're smiling all the time. I love it. Are you there?
Really?
You're always smiling.
I just don't.
Or maybe you're just happy all the time and you're smiling all the time. It's the Swedish internet.
That's good. You said in the beginning in the meditation that we should be happy to connect to ourselves. So,
You took it literally. I love it. I love your background too. Wonderful. Are you our pilot with your hat today? Where are you taking us?
no, it's more like a kozak, or like the Russians have been making fun of me today. I've been walking around with this hat all day. Yeah.
I like it. Okay. Now we can't see your eyes, but
Well, yeah, if it's like this, you can see them, but it's
yeah,
not that great because
you look less cool maybe then. Yeah.
it's not a very good camera on this computer.
Yeah.
But if you want, I'll play one more song before we close.
Yes. And I have a message from Jakob that he couldn't make it. He's not feeling well. So, yeah.
Yeah, he's safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So let's see. So this song is called Healing. Healing, 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 healing ourselves to be reborn. Matter, spirit, we shape the form. Intention of high aspiration, giving, receiving this blessed transformation. Healing the earth, now is the hour. Clearing perception, for truth be revealed. Growing creation, our greatness we healing, 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 healing. Healing, 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 healing. sound. And take the function of high aspiration, giving, receiving this place transformation, healing the earth. Now is the hour. Prayers manifest, showing we have the power, clearing perception for truth be revealed, seeding creation, our greatness will be healing, healing.
Yay.
Bravo, Jonathan. Thank you.
Bravo, bravissimo.
Bravissimo. Por favor. Lovely.
Good. It's really nice. It's really nice to hang out with you guys here on Zoom.
Zoom lounge. Yeah.
Hangout time.
Hang on time.
So maybe I'll read you a prayer that's called Prayer to Close the Current. Brazil, it's called Templo Mãe de Água, the temple of the Mother of Water. We close the work of today, giving thanks to all the beauty received, all the teachings, all the light. We ask the source of all creation, the essence of life, to illuminate our decisions. May we be clear enough to make the choices that will fill our lives with love, peace, abundance, and creativity. May the expression of our being be one of freedom, truth, and harmony. May the expression of this which is our truest and most intimate being enlighten everything around us. May these words pass through our lips. May the divine actions be manifested through our work. And may we never stop being us, and in all beings, in each tree, in each star, and in each grain of sand. May we recognize God in everything and everything in God. We give thanks to life, which includes all things. We give thanks for our lives, for the lives of those close to us, and for the lives of all beings throughout the universes. We give thanks to ourselves and to everyone in this current for allowing this creative force to guide us now and always. Thank you, life.
Oh,
Amen, love.
amen. Amen. That's beautiful. I was just before you put out the prayer, Jonathan, I was saying, let's have a closing poem or something. And then it happened.
What?
I'm sorry. Ah.
Probably the Swedish delay. I already heard you, you know. It's like you said it before you said it.
Well, it's like the icy weather makes it frozen, and by the time it comes to you, it's melted a bit. But I felt like I was in sync with you because you said, let's just have a closing prayer or poem. And then you just said, I have one here. So thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, the Templo Mai de Agua. I want to go there someday. I've been saying this prayer for a long time, so I feel like I'm obligated to visit him. I'm like, listen, guys, you know.
Nice. Baruch Hashem. Wonderful. Well, thank you, everybody. Any last songs or wishes or prayers before we close? So
I think we're okay. We're good.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
It
you,
was nice to
Ryan.
see you. It was very nice that you came. I didn't hear Chaim at all today. Like silent, the silent today. But
He's busy, has a lot of work to do, but maybe he can hear us. Still there?
Yeah.
He maybe is multitasking.
Happy New Year, Happy Christmas, and
Happy holidays.
yeah.
Thank you so much, everybody. You're amazing. Thank you, Avital, for your drum. That was amazing. And Kat, next time we want to hear more songs by you. And Oriah, thank you for your song. More to come, God willing. Come back in 2022. And
Yeah.
shalom, everybody. Stay safe and healthy and happy.
Thank you, Eva. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Jonathan.
Good night.
Thank you, Avital. Thank you, Hayim. Thank you.
Thank you, Chaim.
Oria. Trying to pronounce the names.
You're amazing. Keep shining. Bring the love and peace to everybody. Keep that drum of the heart going. See you soon.
Thank you, Eva. Bye.
Thank you. Laila Tov. Good night.
Laila
Thank you.
Laila Tov. Bye-bye. Shalom, shalom.
Laila Tov to everybody.
Oh,
Good night. Enjoy.
everybody left already.
Thank you for everybody. Thank you for sharing.
Good morning. Everybody left. It's okay. I'm just gonna close
The music was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eva, we'll talk soon about.
Yes.
I'll talk to Elad. I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but I'll talk to Elad. I'm sure next, like in January, it's very likely he'll join us because he's awesome, Elad. I mean, it would be great if he joins us for the whole year. I hope so.
Yeah. So let's talk next week.
Yeah.
And so you know what? Let's talk tomorrow a little bit too, because some thoughts so I don't forget about stuff. Okay, many blessings, and look so cute in your co-pilot. I love your background. You're just rocking.
Co-pilot with a pilot like this, it really looks like a pilot hat, huh? But like this, no.
Put it up and put it up again.
Not so much, huh? You can see that. Yeah. I'll get the goggles next time.
Get a cowboy hat, yeah.
No, goggles.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what you should do? Each one, every month, you should have a different hat. That would be funny. One sombrero, one covatembel, one beret. Please, that would be so funny.
You know my friend Greg Mubali. He's African American from California. He lives in San Francisco, yeah. And he makes electronic trance, like very, very good, very sophisticated, very amazing. And what he does in his concert, he did it in Boom Festival in front of like 30,000 people. Music, and he dances to it, and he has this crazy dance that he kind of like goes back to, and you can see that it's a particular dance that he always goes back into. And then he does like a 2-hour show. So after 1 hour, yeah, then he takes off his hat and he puts on this crazy big African mask that's really amazing and like full of colors and craziness. It's a huge mask. And then he like changes his dance moves, you know, and you can see it's like a different, all of a sudden being like on stage doing the, you know, the whole thing. It's a very, very special kind of like
signature.
presentation and signature. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so if you want, do something like that, or I could do something so that, or like every month we have something little special, but it's the same kind of theme. It's cute. Think about it. I like it. And so we'll talk about the foundation. It's really important that we connect. It's very important to have poetry. Chaim and I talked about it too, and I hope this can really be a fantastic 2022. Okay. It's
gonna be more than fantastic. It's gonna be totally phenomenal.
Oh, phenomenal. Fantastic, Chaim. Will we see your face a little more?
No, I'm not in a face mood.
No, then next year, not now.
Okay.
That's okay. We appreciate you very much. You're the space holder. You're the silent priest holding everything backstage. Elehu. That's Swedish for yes. Okay, wow, Jonathan. I loved your singing tonight. The healing was beautiful. You were very, I know today you were very winter solstice-y, like calmly beautiful, deep songs. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, I chose songs that are that are more inner intention, and also if we're talking about seed and starting and all this, then the Babalua Yes song, you know, the earth song.
Beautiful. I loved it. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So God bless you, and Hashem yishmor etchem.
You have a mask on?
Oh, you became a chassid, makara, black hat, a black kippah.
Do you have a mask on, Chaim?
Yeah, I was not feeling so well. Anyway.
You have to go to bed. Okay, we'll complete it. It's late. It's 11:30 by you.
I have to be in the hospital. Good night, 35.